Hi everybody, this is Crystal. So today I'm going to do another yarn review, and I'm going to do a review on Lionbrand's Go for Faux yarn. First off, I have to say that Lionbrand does not provide this yarn for me, nor do they pay me for these reviews. These are my own honest opinions, and that is just what they are, my opinions. And they can be different from yours, but I just want to be tell you a little about the yarn. So it's just an alternative to fur. Now, first off, if you don't like fur yarns, this is not going to be for you. I happen to love fur yarns. You probably already know that. But we'll go over this one a little bit. So it is classified as a super bulky 65 yards. Let's see here. It says 1 ball will make a hat, 2 will make a scarf, and 8 will make a sweater. 100% polyester, machine wash on gentle, and lay flat to dry. Now, I have already made something with this yarn. Now, that cowl took me 1 skein of this yarn to make. That's all, 1 skein. And if you want, I do have a tutorial for that, which I'll put a link below in the description box in case you're interested in making that. But so I have already worked with it before I reviewed it. I made a tutorial on it. Now I can say that it is so super soft. I mean, it is super soft. Now it's available in 8 different colors. I do not have all 8 here, but I do have a few of them that I can show you. This one is the chinchilla. Look at that effect. It's got like, it starts dark in the middle and then it goes out to white, or a light gray, I guess. And this is their bear color, and that kind of has the same. Starts out as dark and goes into the white, a frosted effect. And we got a blue one, which is called a blue bangle. It's really soft. It's thick fur though. It's a thick fur yarn. And we got baked Alaska. Pretty creamy white. And then I have pink poodle. Very pretty. Now, there is 8, so there's 3 more that I don't have. And they're all pretty. All the colors are very pretty. I think there's a light brown one and maybe more of a grayish one. But anyways, look on Lionbrand's website if you want to see all 8 of the colors. All of them are beautiful, but I am a fur yarn lover. So the recommended hook size for this is a 9mm crochet hook. And that is what I would be in agreement with. Now, I got some right here that I started here. A little swatch. See how soft it is. It's soft. It's plushy. I don't know. It's just super. It's nice. You flip it over. It's going to be the same on every side. This yarn is not... It's not hard to work with, but it's very hard to see your stitches that you're working with. So let me put my camera down. Now, any special stitch is going to be wasted on this yarn because you're not going to be able to see it. It's best just to use single crochet when making something with this yarn. I think. That's just my opinion. But this is all single crochet, so you can't see any stitch. There's not going to be any stitch definition. It's just all going to be fur. And that's fine with me. I don't mind doing single crochet. So, as you can see, it is a thick yarn, a thick fur. It's on this little rope type stuff here, but it's really soft still, even that. What it's stuck to is real soft. So I'll go ahead and show you what it's like to crochet with it. It's kind of the yarn that you kind of got to feel where your next stitch goes. It isn't hard to do that. But some people like to be able to see. And as you can see, you really can't see where your stitches need to go. I'm fine with feeling it. You know, the good thing about a yarn like this, not only it's very pretty, it's very rich looking. If you make a mistake, it's very forgiving. You cannot see any mistakes that you make because you can't really see where you're putting the stitches. So if you make a mistake, you know, you're not going to be able to see it. So that's a good point of the yarn I get. But yeah, you can't see what you're doing. You just have to feel around. But I don't mind doing that because I think the product or the project that it makes is worth it. It makes a really rich looking project. Now, I looked on Lionbrand's website and I was reading the reviews on it because I always like to read a little bit about the yarns first. And I seen a couple people mention that it shed. That has not really, I have not had a problem with that. I haven't noticed that. I read their reviews and I instantly remember making that cowl that I just showed you. And I didn't remember it shedding. So I crocheted this up. And I honestly don't really notice, I mean, barely if there's any. It's not like flying off in the air or nothing. Not that I can see. Unless I'm blind, I don't really think it really sheds. I mean, I've had yarn that sheds. Some yarn sheds. This doesn't seem to be doing that. So maybe it's just me because a couple people did say that on the website, but I can honestly tell you I don't have a problem with it shedding. Not that I can see, but you know, sometimes I'm blind, I guess. But this time, like when I made that cowl, I didn't really notice any shedding. And then when I made this, I didn't notice any shedding. Maybe certain colors shed worse than others. I don't know. You know what? That's what it is. I just noticed this. Now, these ones that are frosted a bit look like they're shedding. The ones that have the white tips on them. See that? But these solid color ones, I noticed no shedding at all. So that could be what the reviews could have been. They could have had the frosted color one. But I don't know. I used this one in my review and I didn't notice any shedding. See, there's none. Maybe it's just certain ones. Maybe this one's just a shedder, this bear colored one. But yeah, you can see it now when I pull on it. That could be what they're talking about. But these other ones, I see nothing. So, to be honest, these right here, there's these colors that I have, no shedding on them that I can see. But this one, it does. Now, I can't say for any of the other three colors that I don't have. If they're like a frosty color like this one, they might shed. See that? Yeah, you can see that. But you know what? Again, that's not really a big deal to me. That's just me though. Because I really love fur yarn. So now these all being in solid colors, which I like, you can use to make scarves. You can use to make cowls, which I've already done. Hats, like it shows, sweaters. You can trim all kinds of stuff with it. Ponchos and hats. And I got this pink to make my little girl sweater and to trim the sweater with it. So, you know, the sky's pretty much the limit when it comes to fur yarns. Just get your creativity flowing and you can really make your project stand out using this type of yarn. So we'll talk about price. On Lionbrand's website, it says they're $6.99 skein. But Walmart carries these. I purchased mine at Walmart. I did not get this one at Walmart. They did not have this one. This one did come from Lionbrand's website. But these four they did have. And they were $4.98. I don't think that's a bad price for it. I honestly don't. And considering, I know the yardage is 65. But it is a bulky 6. And it is a specialty yarn. And it will make your project look pretty dang nice in the end. It's so soft. I would love to wear this around my neck. I'm not much of a scarf wearer, but you know what? I might make me one out of this white right here. Just to wear. with this yarn because it's so soft. And it just looks like a really rich fabric when you're done. So I really like this yarn. Lionbrand gets 2 thumbs up for this from me. My personal opinion, I'm just being honest. This is a very nice yarn that they put out. If you can get past not being able to see the stitches, which I think once you get, you know, a few rows done, see, you're not really going to have a problem knowing where they go. You just kind of feel with your finger and just go with the flow. Follow it right down to the end of the row. I'm rhyming like Dr. Seuss. No, I'm just being silly. But yeah, I like this yarn. I like it a lot. I think it's worth the $4.98 that you can get it at Walmart for. Definitely buy it again. I actually have quite a bit of it. I got a couple skeins of each of these colors that you just seen. Except for this one, I only have one because they didn't have this one at Walmart. But I did get two skeins of each of the ones at Walmart. I just wish that you could feel it. So if you haven't had a chance to feel this, you should go check your local Walmart out and see if they have it yet. And if they don't, I would imagine they're probably going to get it in. Once you feel it, you're going to be in love, and you're going to get past that part, get past not being able to see the stitches, because after a while, really, it really becomes easy to just use your finger and see where it needs to go. Having to do that is just nothing compared to the project you're going to end up with. It's beautiful yarn. Lionbrand did a really good job on this one. So I'm happy with it. I'm happy with the $4.98 price tag. $6.99, I'm not going to pay that because I can go to Walmart and get it for $4.98. But they don't have all the colors at Walmart. Maybe they'll get it in. If they don't, I would buy it on sale on Lionbrand because they have sales quite a bit on there. The other colors I don't have. About the one that sheds, like it doesn't bother me that bad. It's a really cool looking yarn. So I can deal with that. Some people may not like that. So, I mean, it really doesn't bother me. I'll still use this and I'll make something with it. But if that's a no-go for you, just remember, it's not all of them. All the ones that I bought at Walmart, they carry 4 colors at Walmart. These right here. None of these shed. Not, if they do, it's very little, and I really don't even see any at all. So, just a heads up, that's me. They don't shed. This one, on the other hand, does. So, you can use your best judgment if you want to buy that or not, or if you even want to buy this at all. So, you let me know in the comment section. Have you tried this yet? If so, what'd you think of it? Do you think it's like the softest yarn ever? Or do you not like it? Do you think it's just bleh? Can you not stand it because you can't see the stitches? Is that going to be something that's going to make you not want to buy it because you can't see the stitches? I'm interested in hearing your thoughts on the yarn. I'm always interested. I always read the comments. But as always, I always recommend, remember, these are only my opinions. Just because I love this yarn doesn't mean that you're going to. But if you love fur yarn, you're going to love this yarn. I always recommend just buying one skein if you have the means. And, testing it out for yourself. Because, you may not like it. Just because I love it doesn't mean anything. Because I love lots of yarns that lots of people hate. So, that's my review. I think Lionbrand did a very, very nice job on this yarn. I love it. It's so soft. It's so pretty. All the colors are very beautiful. But I did not notice the shedding on this one. But now that I do, this one does shed. But I can say that these that I got at Walmart do not. I have not noticed any shedding from them. So, but that's it. That's my review. Remember to let me know in the comments if you tried it and tell me what you think about it. If you think it's worth $4.98, I think it's worth $4.98. I will keep buying it. I bought 4 and I went back and bought 4 more. I'll probably keep buying it as long as I carry it because I think it's really pretty. I think it's reasonably priced at Walmart for $4.98. And I'm a fur yarn lover. So that's my review. Thanks everybody for listening. Bye-bye.